Everybody's always trying to figure out what to say when they're waiting for people to come on. And I just figured, hey, I'm all about real estate. I'm all about investing. And I'm all about helping you pass your California real estate exam in case you're looking to pass your California exam. However, what we're finding out is many students from other areas are passing their national real estate exam by watching our videos on YouTube. So watching our videos could only help you with any of the tests that you're taking when it comes to real estate, because we have so much information. In fact, our class is starting tomorrow night. Class starts tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and goes all the way until Thursday. Okay, but we do stop and break. Hi there, how you doing? We do stop at 9:30 at night. So we go from 6 p.m. to 9:30 at night. And then we go Monday through Thursday. And then we'll come back on a weekend. So we have some weekends off because this weekend was my mom's birthday and we're celebrating her 92nd birthday. And yesterday we did, I got my license, now what? And I added so many things about what's happening in today's market, because today's real estate market is completely crazy. Unfortunately, most people are saying, well, there's no business. That's not true. There is business, and you can find business in certain ways. And that's what I taught in I Got My License, Now What? And I added, the market's dead, or is it? Because the market really isn't dead, because people will buy and sell if they need to move for specific reasons. God, I can't talk right now. So reasons like getting married, getting divorced, having children, downsizing, upsizing, and I hate to say death. So people do move for reasons, and you should be there to help them. The other thing is start helping homeowners understand what's happening with the current laws that are going to change. So Proposition 13, if you're currently, hi Monica, how you doing? Oh, thank you. I'll let my mom know, everybody on YouTube, so we're wishing her a happy birthday. So she doesn't know this yet, but I am building her a bedroom downstairs at my house, and the videos will go up pretty soon. I should have taken them sideways for YouTube, but I didn't. I took them straight up and down. But you know, it is what it is. So we'll see how it comes out. I'll take a picture of it before I furnish it and after I furnish it. But anyway, we're making a bedroom for her. I told her it was going to be my new studio and that I was going to be filming and doing classes in there. And she's like, oh, it's going to be so nice. And little does she know, it's going to have a really cool, it's super cool. The couch I'm ordering, it pulls out and it's like this thick. It's not one of those cheap beds that you sleep on. And she's going to have a place to stay downstairs, because my house currently right now only has upstairs bedrooms. And I think that's the stupidest thing that any builder could have ever did, is make houses without downstairs bedrooms. But anyway, tomorrow our class starts. Class starts at 6 p.m., goes until 9:30 p.m., and you learn everything you need to know. Monica, I love that you're on there. It's so cool. That's a cool birthday wishes. Everything you need to know from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So it's 4 days of 3.5 hours a day to learn everything you need to know about passing an exam. Because I haven't said this. Gosh, I don't know if I should say this, because I have not said this ever online. Ever. Should I say it? Should I share something that a lot of people don't know about the most exams that you take that are state exams for careers, you know, licensing? I don't know that everybody knows what I know, because I know a lot about exams. Should it's something that I don't share with anybody except for our students. If somebody says, yes, I'll do it, I don't know. It's something that's really crazy. Say it, say it, say it, say it. All right, here goes. Are you guys ready? Here goes. I don't know if you guys know this, but not just the California state exam, but pretty much any exam that you take that's online. Hey, there's Denise. How you doing? There is an algorithm. And if you don't understand how algorithms work, if you're taking a state exam and you're all serious and you read the question and then you read the answers and then you try to figure out which is the right answer and you answer the right question and then you keep going, what's going to happen is, if you're answering all the right questions in a row, they're going to start throwing harder questions at you. And that's what the algorithm does. So you cannot keep doing a test. You know, I don't think anybody teaches people You're going to be in the classroom tomorrow. Cool. So I don't think anybody teaches people how to take a test. So my class does not just teach how to pass a California real estate exam. It teaches you how to take a test. Because when I was a little kid, from what I remember about school, what they did was they said, here, we're going to give you a test, little girl, and here you're going to read the question, Sharon, and then you're going to pick an answer and pick the answer that you think goes with the question. And that's how they taught you how to take a test in school. But there is a system, a psychology to taking tests. And I know because I was teaching at the college, and when you teach at the college, you have to write questions for your students. And if I write a question, I'm sure as hell not going to give you the right answer as A, because if I give you the right answer of A, guess what happens? You don't read my B, C, and D. So most of the time, C is the most popular answer on most exams, or the longest answer. So what ended up happening, because I hated taking tests, I would make myself sick every time I had to take any kind of test, exam, or quiz. So what happened was my dad, who was the smartest guy in his school, he was valedictorian, that means you're the smartest person in your school, in your class, and he graduated from Case Institute from Engineers. He had 22 patents. One, he got the lead out of the paint. So my dad was a genius. He said to me, he didn't want me not passing tests. So he taught me the psychology of tests. And one of our class, we had a student write down she ended up writing down 22 things that I said that were test-taking tips. Now, my dad only gave me 12 test-taking tips, but I've built it up over the time. And what we're going to do is, I don't know what we're going to do with it, the 22 test-taking tip things. I don't know if we're going to give them to our students or if we're going to sell them to everybody or what we're going to do with them, because we have so much valuable information, not just to pass the California real estate exam, but I'm pretty damn sure it's going to help for the national exam and everything else too. So keep in contact with us, because we're helping people pass the exam, and it's phenomenal. I've helped over 12,000 people pass their California real estate exam. I don't know the exact number, but I've been doing this since the 1990s. Be careful when you're taking any type of exam or preparing for any type of exam, because you want to research the people that you're taking the classes from. How long have they been taking? Do they have a license in the state that they're teaching? There's people on YouTube that have never sold real estate in California, but they're saying that they're California specific. So, and I'm on YouTube right now, so I'm saying that to make sure you guys know that there's people all over the internet and on YouTube trying to sell you stuff that, quite honestly, they've never done or they really don't know how to do. And here's a really good example. I don't remember his name, but I'll tell you. You'll probably know who he is when I say what I'm going to say. But he said that his claim to fame was he flipped over 400 houses. So my brother researched this person, and he found that he did not flip 400 houses. He flipped about 200, but many of them he lost money on because he just wanted to say how many he did. Well, that's great that you flipped 200 homes, but it would be really smart. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? It'd have been really great if you said, well, I flipped 200 houses and I made a profit on all of them. That's one thing, but you didn't. And so, you know what? I mean, if you're going to have a claim to fame, you need to have a claim to fame that you did something good. I know I look really scary today and my hair's all blah, but that's because I've spent the whole morning with my mom at her birthday stuff, and I just wanted to pop on and make sure that you guys know I'm still coming on here every so often. I'm trying to get to a point where I can finish up the principles course live in the mornings. I might be able to do some next week. So I've done a lot of principles. I'm not even sure where I left off. If somebody wants to tell me where I left off, I'll add it on. But I had somebody say that they missed section 2 or lesson 2. So I'm going to go on and I'm going to finish the other chapters of principles, which will really help you, especially if you had a problem passing the California real estate exam. I need some more thumbs up, you guys. There's 13 of you. I need some more thumbs up. And I need comments, because I'll go and I'll answer the comments. And let's see, what else do I need? I don't need a whole lot of anything, really, honestly. Hey, Ashley, it says, I can't wait to start working as an agent. Ashley, did you take the test yet, or when are you taking the test? And I know you've been in our class, right? It says somebody wants to send me a message, but I'm still busy on YouTube because I'm talking to you guys. So let me know whatever you need help with. Some people say that they need help with finance or they need help with appraisal. I don't have an appraisal video per se, but I will make one because a lot of people seem to have a problem. Our class is online as well. You know what, Christina? They're actually online. They're on Zoom. So it says, yes, I have, and I'm taking it this week. Cool. I can't wait to see you guys. So the classes are on Zoom. They start, what happens is when you register for our class, Arlene will send you an email, and I would say it's funny, but it's not funny because it shows that a lot of people don't like to read. But Arlene sends out a email, and it has connected to it 2 PDFs that you have to print. You need to have a bright yellow highlighter, a pen or pencil, and a pad of paper. And so like I just said, you have to print it out. So some students don't print it out and then class starts and they're like, I didn't know how to print it out. Well, how are you gonna take your notes? So it also has the link for Zoom, and the Zoom link is the same from Monday through Thursday. And then we'll be doing it again. I can't look on my schedule because it's on my phone, but we'll be doing it again on a weekend. And let's see, what else? What do you guys need to know? Any questions other than that? Because I wanted to make sure I touched everybody's, said hello, Christina, Ashley, Denise, Maria, all you guys, you know what? It was so funny. The class we did this weekend, I got my license, now what? So I got my license, now what? The market's dead, oh crap, what do I do? So that's what we did on Saturday, and we had all women. It says, I'm going to take the state exam soon. I just need to schedule it. There are many dates available. I just need to make your test, get ready. And okay, so here, let me explain something. If you're not studying anything else, if you're not studying anything else and you take our class this week, take it this week, Monday through Thursday, and then you schedule your tests and you see when we're scheduled to do a weekend, you can jump in on the weekend also. Now, we have had people actually come and take our tests and they hadn't studied anything. And they come in, they take our class, they haven't studied anything, they pass right away because they don't have all the wrong stuff from the people on YouTube. How much is the class again? The class is $229, and it says, I rescheduled my test for later in November. Denise, why? Okay, so where are you taking it this time? San Diego? So the class is $229. Our class compared to any other class, most classes are giving you word association, and they're working off of the 1,500 original questions. Okay, it's not 1,500 original questions anymore. So you can't do word association or memorize just the CompuTrainers because that's not gonna help you. The CompuTrainer and word association is off the original 1,500 questions. Now there's 9,000 questions they can pick from. So you have to understand what you're learning. And so in our class, we're actually tutoring you. So imagine if you had to tutor me for 16 hours, because that's how long our class is, Kona, our class is 16 hours. And so people ask me to tutor them, I'm like $100 an hour. So that's $1,600. And I had one lady out and she was in Simi Valley and she wanted me to come to her. And I said, you're in Simi Valley. I got drive time, everything else. I go, it's going to cost you $2,000 if you want me to come to your house and tutor you for 2 days. And she said, I don't care. I will give you cash. So this was a long time ago. And I went out to her and I sat at her dining table with her for 16 hours. We did Saturday and Sunday, and she passed her broker's test the next day. She knew nothing prior to meeting me. She didn't know, because what she did was she didn't get her real estate license. She did it by having, so in those days, back before 2013, this is on your state exam, by the way, before 2013, you could get your broker's license just by having the 8 classes. It's 8 classes, the first 3 that you take for the sales test, and then the 5 classes for the broker's test. So you have 8 classes. If you had a college degree, a 4-year college degree, you didn't have to have any real estate experience. So, hey, Isadora, what am I going to do with you? You're everywhere with me. You should just move in my house. I just made an extra room. Where are you at, Isadora? All right, Maria, it says, I passed my 3 courses many months ago. What are you waiting for? And I haven't studied anything. Good. Don't study anything else except for my stuff. You can watch my videos on YouTube for free. And then when you take our class, I would say take the class twice if you want to, because you don't have to pay more than once. So once you pay for our class once, you can take it as many times as it's available to you prior to your class. So the school I used to teach at, They do word association, and they have several different teachers. They have 3 different teachers, and their price just went up to $315. So my $229, and everybody that goes to their school is looking for me, and they don't tell them that I'm not there anymore, and then they keep their money. So don't go to the wrong school. We're California real estate trainers, and in my bio you'll be able to find me. My phone number and my name and all my stuff is all over everything. You can't miss me. But what I'm going to do for you guys, especially the people who are on here and following me, go to the live videos. I don't know why the videos are the way they are on YouTube, but if you go to my live videos, that's where I have lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3 of principles. And I go through the stuff that I read that's on the state exam. Now, the cool part is Walt Hubbard, I called him because I was using his principles book, and I found out that they had a new practice book that has the implicit bias training in it. It has that in it, and that's what's going to be happening if you don't get your test pretty soon. Because you guys look at, we're almost in November, and then December's going to come, and I don't think they're going to change the test right away because they're still gathering information. So I think you're going to be okay, but they are going to change the qualifications and to have that class that you have to have. So get on it, especially the young lady, Maria, for taking those 3 classes and you haven't signed up. What are you waiting for? Because with you sitting there waiting, you could have had a friend, family, worker, coworker, anybody that might have wanted to buy something and you just missed out on it. So you got to get going on it. It says, can I take the weekday courses and the weekend course too? Yes, you can. So we're not like, we don't say, okay, if you sign up for the weekend courses, you can only take the weekend course. If you sign up for the weekday course, no, we don't do that. As long as you signed up for the exam prep, whether you sign up on the weekends or during the week, as long as we're teaching, you can come in and join us, okay? I try to be awesome. I try to help everybody. You started following me recently. Aw, thank you. And and you're so thankful. I'm glad you are. Christina, I am waiting for them to approve me. You know what? It doesn't, I went into the new room that he's making and I have knockoff on my feet everywhere. I'm wondering what the hell's on my feet. Anyway, so you don't have to wait for the DRE, honestly. You don't. Even though you're waiting for them because you don't want the information to get old. You're in, you want to come over on Friday? You don't have to wait because what we do is we're training you and we're teaching you more than you learned in your 3 classes. So because we are teaching you and helping you learn what you should have learned in your class, you're going to be learning all that while you're waiting for them to go ahead and give you your test date. And then you could take the closest test date. It says you're waiting for a December schedule. Oh, are you the one that texted me and asked me when we were teaching in December? I'm trying to figure out my medical surgery. I'm going to have a minor surgery. Nothing to worry about. I'm going to have a minor surgery, and I'm not going to be able to videotape for about 10 days. And so I might teach. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But we don't want to schedule it until we find out when the surgery is going to be. That's why we don't have the December schedule up yet. But we are going to be teaching a lot in December because why not, right? So Angie, text me directly. I know you know my number, I'm pretty sure. Text me directly. I'll look at my December schedule and give you an idea what I think is going to happen. And then it says, you found me. Thank you. You found my videos. It says, I'm definitely thinking of taking the exam course you guys are offering. How long is the okay, so first of all, we don't call it a cram course. The reason we don't call it a cram course is I am not cramming information down your throat. I am teaching you what you should have learned in the 3 classes. So that's why we call it an exam prep. If the DRE saw my class, they would know what to do to their test because, you know, I go through the whole thing and I say, okay, this is on the test, and we don't do this in the real world, but it's in the test world. So in the test world, they say, I'll give you some good examples. So in the test world, it says there's one thing that you cannot do with an FHA loan. What is the correct answer? And the correct answer is, are you ready? You cannot have a second trust deed behind an FHA loan. Well, that's not true because you can get a down payment assistance. It says, oh my God, not a cram course. It's better than a cram course. I am tutoring you through 16 hours of all the information you need to know. That's why when I see cram courses that are like there's a cram course for 4 hours out there. There's a couple of 4-hour cram courses. You get what you pay for. If you're paying $50, you're getting $50 of a cram course. But we're teaching you so that, because see, the thing is you have to understand there's not 1,500 questions for the DRE to choose from anymore. When you're taking the test, they're picking it from 9,000 questions. So there's no way by you doing the CompuTrainer or practicing all the questions and answers that's going to help you, because unfortunately but true, a lot of those questions, some of them aren't on the test anymore, but there's a lot more questions they're picking from. So you have to understand appraisal. You have to understand the different types of appraisal. You have to understand functional obsolescence versus economic obsolescence. You have to understand finance. You have to know what RESPA is and what the truth in lending is. And none of that, there's a lot, like when the mortgage test came out, what was really interesting, it says, oh, my bad, not a cram course, you're funny. Well, I didn't mean it in a bad way. A lot of people call it a cram course. We hashtag cram course. But honestly, we want to make you understand everything so that if you get a question you've never seen before, you're like, oh, Sharon talked about that. Like life estate. Here, let me give you some good stuff. I'm going to teach you guys some stuff right now. And then I'm going to go shopping for furniture, okay? So anyway, let's talk about a life estate. Life estates are on the state exam. And at the school I used to work with, all they did was talk about the life estate. It's based on someone's life. And there's reversion and there's remainder. Okay. If it's reversion, it reverts back to the person who gave it to the person who had the life estate. If it's remainder, it goes to a third party. Now, we also had in the school that I taught at, what happens if somebody who holds a life estate rents out the property and then dies? Well, the answer on the test is A, and it says it's still valid. The lease was valid, but it was only valid until the person who had the life estate was alive. And when she died, the lease is no longer valid and it reverts back to the person who gave them the life estate. Now, however, one of our students said to us, what happens if somebody with a life estate sells the property while they have the life estate? And I said, don't worry about that. That's not on the test. They're like, I just took the test and that's a question on the test. What happens if somebody who has a life estate goes ahead and sells the property while they have it? And the answer, she didn't give me the 4 answers you can pick from, but because I had explained life estate so good to her, she was able to pick the correct answer. And the correct answer would have to do with the fact that if you have a life estate, you're not on title as having a fee simple estate. So when the title company when they analyze it, the title officer looks at the chain of title and then they write up the summary. So I'm giving you guys so much that's on the test. They write up the summary, which is the abstract of title. They'll see that that person does not own it on a fee simple and that they only have a life estate. They may not even see that. They may just have something in writing that says it's a life estate and it may not be recorded. And they won't be able to sell the property because they're not going to show us the trust or the owner of the property. I just gave you guys so much stuff. This is going to be a great video because it has so many bits and pieces that are on your state exam. That is so cool, isn't it? Yay! So that's how I teach. I make it really understandable. I want to say that if a 13-year-old took my class, that they would pass the California state exam. So I was on Instagram a few minutes ago, and we had a guy named Hayder. I think that's how he says his name. It's Hayder. And he has English as a second language. We're going to put his video up. And he took the California state exam a couple of days ago after taking our class several times, and he passed in 25 minutes. And I think he passed in 25 minutes because he hurried up, because in my class I say that I passed in 38 minutes. So he beat me, the teacher. So hopefully I've helped you guys with a lot of stuff. If you have any questions, what I really would love for you to do so that YouTube sees that I'm actually doing my job and getting online is please, please, please give me some thumbs up. There's a bunch of you on there. Give me some comments. Ask me some questions in the comments. I'll definitely answer them. And if you're not subscribed, which I hope you are, please subscribe, because I'm here to help you with your new real estate career. Because you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't want to be a real estate agent. I just wanted all my life, I just wanted to invest in real estate, buy property, and have enough property so that when I turned 65, I would never have to work again. and I don't. So I want to teach you how to do what I did. But what happened was I fell into real estate. I really did. I really fell into real estate. It says, good luck with your furniture shopping. You know what? I think I found what I want on Amazon, but I hate ordering from Amazon because I don't want to make that guy any richer. No, I'm just kidding. Who cares if he gets richer? What's he going to do with all that money anyway? He should build a couple of homeless shelters and help some people. I mean, what's that money doing? Sitting there making more money? I think he has enough money that if he could spend it 50 times over and still have too much money before he dies, right? But anyway, if I had that kind of money, that's what I would do. I would do homeless shelters and I would teach people how to have a career with what they do. I mean, you got to do the right thing. Zoom class starts tomorrow. We am still join for class. Wait, what's that say? We am still join the class. Yes, you can still join the class. You just go to my bio. That's what I'm told. Go to my bio, or Arlene's going to hate me because I'm going to do my phone number. Here's my number. Are you ready? Write fast. Because if Arlene shows up, she's my administrator, my business partner. She gets really mad when I do this. 714-745-6348. So what you're going to do, yes, you can still join. You can join all the way up till tomorrow at like, I want to say tomorrow at whatever time you feel you can do and get and print it out. So if you have a printer at home, you're going to want to print out the first 15 pages minimum. So we try to go through 15 to 17 pages a night. Sometimes I only get to 13 and then I have to hurry some other time. So we do about 15 pages a night and we do 4 nights. And then you have your study material that you, Hader said, just study. He said all he did was the 62 pages. And as soon as he understood everything on the 62 pages, that's when he scheduled his test and he went and took it and passed in 25 minutes. So yes, you can sign up all the way up to like 5 o'clock tomorrow. But if you don't have time to print out those 15 pages, then it's going to be a problem for you. So what will happen is after people sign up for our class, Arlene sends a welcome email. You got to read it. You got to do what it says. It's going to have the link to the Zoom. And then we're going to get started at 6 o'clock. So I talked way too long. My God, we're at almost a half hour. And if you need me, call me, text me. Well, text me because people call me all the time and I'm like, oh my God, who is this? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll talk to you anyways. Have a wonderful night and I'll see you in class tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure that you subscribe, follow, comment, all those things you need to do. And we'll see you later. Bye.